Alright, here we are, Canadian junkyard. Okay, pro tip here. Hey everybody, welcome back to your favorite YouTube show, Fixing Random Crap with Craig. Today is the biggest snowstorm of the year, therefore, snowblower is probably going to break. Sure enough, it did. You'll see here that the auger cable no longer connected. I noticed just while I was kind of going along that I was pushing this down and nothing was happening. About halfway through the driveway. So yeah, did a little research. Apparently I need to take this this cover off here. There's a couple bolts. You'll see one in there, another one over here. They're both 3/8, so I'm in the process of getting those off, because what happens is the auger cable goes around that little pulley right there, and you can use those bolts down below, those two, to adjust it up and down to increase the tension or decrease it as needed. But then the cable should be going along and riding along that that kind of edge there, and it goes under that cover and into there where it engages the auger motor. There's two belts in there. We're gonna check. Okay, cover's off. Now we will see in here. Let me take this glove off. Got these two belts here. Okay, and this one, that right there, I don't know how well you can see that there. That's the spring at the end of the auger belt, and it's kind of just fallen right off there because there's nothing like it looks like it's sheared off right at the edge there where it goes out and then turns and goes that way. So I'm going to attempt to pull that right off of there and get it up. Okay, a little bit of a better view of it here now, so I was able to kind of reach a finger in there and pull it up. So that is the end of the auger cable with the spring. So we're gonna see about replacing this, or if we can figure out some way to get it to kind of work in the meantime. What happens is it pulls when this string, this thing is going this way, right? Like where it's supposed to be on that side and flat. When you go up here and push down on that thing, it tightens that spring and that pulls this thing over here. And that causes this pulley to turn, I'm guessing. And that's what drives the auger, I think, anyway. But, yeah, let's see what we can figure out. Okay, we got our hands on a few new cables here from our local Canadian auto supply store. One of them is 45 inches. The other one's 47 and a half. They both say they're for this Yard Machines by MTD model. So I just bought both of them. I hadn't had a chance to measure the cable yet. From measuring this whole thing, from there to there to this piece that we got out, I needed just a pair of pliers to kind of get that out of there. And then this one has this like kind of longer metal piece. And the new one just seems to have this kind of nub that is going to go into this hole. So it's a little bit different. Kind of feel like this is a little sturdier, but I guess maybe it's a cheaper replacement part. But anyway, that seems to add up to the 47 and a half. So I think it is this one that we need, which I was kind of hoping it was going to be this one. This was an open package. But anyway, we're going to have to open this brand new one here, the 47 and a half. And we'll see if we can get this thing off. Now, I think in order to get this out of here, because that's kind of on a, I don't know how well you can see that. That piece is, I think I need to take this handle off. So I may need to remove that. So anyway, I'll figure this out and we'll let you know how. Okay, we're back with most of my projects. Some time has passed. It's now dark outside. Got a new helper out with me.
Hi.
An absolute gem of a neighbor came through and did the end of the driveway after the plow went by. That was a lot of snow.
Hallelujah.
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 Next, we're going to take this and try to get it hooked on to the spot where it goes.
Where?
Which is down in here.
I can get it.
Yeah, well, you're going to help me out, but we're going to need two hands, so I'm going to turn this off. But I'm also going to measure this, too, to make sure it is 47 and a half inches before we go through this process. And I think it's going to make the most sense to connect it there and then feed it through this way. Get it up here. We're also going to have to take this handle off, I think, in order to get this piece out. The old cable. See
Why
the old
do you
cable
need to
there?
get that piece out?
Well, because that's going to go here. This is the new cable. It's going to replace that whole piece. So we'll see it.
Hi. Hi.
Oh, well, there we go. We're back. So with the help of my assistant, we did manage to get the clip on. It's probably hard to see in the dark, but we had to
Like right
open
here.
up right there. We had to open up that spring a little bit, and to be able to get it.
I
in.
had the idea to
That
open
was your
it
idea.
more.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And then if you push on this,
Push on
if you
what?
push on that piece there, that kind of gives you a little bit more space to make it work. So hopefully that helps. But now we're over here, and we're trying to figure out how do we get it onto that round thing. And I think we need to loosen this one a bit to be able to make this come off and give us room to get that through. So we're going to try that now. Okay, so now we have this whole piece right out, and you'll see that there's just no room to slide that thing in. So I think what it needs to do is undo this bolt, unscrew that, and then that should give enough space to be able to tie it onto the wire. Let's see. Okay, because that screw there was not really coming loose, I hit that with some good penetrating oil and let that sit for a bit. And I have a feeling that I'm going to have to hit this one down here, this other disc that it needs to go around. So I hit that one with some penetrating oil too. And we're going to try to figure out how to get this thing out next. Okay, now while those bolts are soaking, we want to try to get that this thing out of here. But this has this really long piece on it, and maybe it comes apart. I don't know, but it looks nothing like the new piece. There's just this little nub on the end that can just like slip right in. This one's got a big long friggin' thing on it, and that won't come out easily at all. So this here is a 3/4 inch, and this is a 1/2 inch nut. I tried just turning this, but it turns the whole thing. So I'm gonna try to use this to hold the other one down, take this handle off, and then swap out the ends of this thing. That'll get rid of the new cable, the old cable completely, and allow me to put it in the new one while we wait for those bolts to soak. Okay, so that worked okay. This is the bolt that comes out. Goes right in there. And then I'm going to have to line it up a little bit, jimmy it, because this thing's kind of like loose, so it'll take a little bit to get it back in, but you can see we've got our old one completely gone now. There's the end of this thing that was a little bit different from, it had a long piece on it here, see? So like, even if I could have got that apart and twisted it out there, it still would have been pretty long to get the right angle on it. I think you have to take the handle off on this one to get it out. So now we're just going to screw this back together here. Okay, pro tip here, it was really hard to get that bolt back in to get it lined up with that nut where it ties into. The trick it turned out to be was to press down on this one so that it was in the same down position as that one. And that made it a lot easier. So, it took long enough that hopefully our penetrating oil has had a chance to separate that nut next to our hockey stick, so we're going to try that. Okay, I just came back from inside, and I put it in the vise, and that has allowed this thing to loosen up enough that should be able to get it up over that lip, get the cable onto her. But it was pretty tough. That thing has been rusted on there for many years. But let's see. Okay, we got her. It was actually a fair bit easier to screw it back on once we had loosened it up. So that's ready to go. We're going to put this back in its spot here. And get that snug right in there. And we're going to put that bolt right back in where it's supposed to go. And then we'll work on the back one, and then we should be done. Ready to test her. Okay, we're at the last step now. We've got it all coming down through there. We just got to get it under this guy. Under that one. That's already connected in here. We wanted to have it connected there first because apparently it can be hard to get it on up there. I watched a great video that's way better than mine that you should check out too. I'll link in the description. That ended up being very similar to this one, but just a little bit different. Anyway, we're going to release this bolt here, possibly both those bolts, to take that piece off, and then we're going to put them back on after we loop the wire under it. And we're going to have to do the same thing. We're going to have to use this thing to get it out, get that thing out of it. I don't think we're going to be able to turn it. Maybe we'll try to turn it. I wonder if we could do it. I don't know. Okay, this one was a little bit easier. It wasn't as rusted. I was able to do that pretty much just by hand without having to go downstairs, put it in the vise. And you can see now I was able to pull that up. So I should be able to just slide that right onto the thing here now. I'm gonna need two hands to do it, but maybe not. Look. And then slide her right back in. We'll tighten her up. Yep, it's on there. And then we'll tighten it back on. Okay, we got the first bolt in. That was a little bit tricky to kind of hold it and get it going, but this is going to be our last one right here. I'm going to do this with one hand for the sake of the video. That's really hard with one hand, actually. There we go. Okay, you guys don't need to see this. I'll just do it faster with two hands. Okay, so next thing we want to do is test our tension. And I was worried because it seemed kind of tight as it was, but it seems pretty good. That wasn't going to go down, but it does. The other thing is I go over here and look. Try to get my headlight into the picture too. That part on the side, when you push down on that, the spring, I'm not sure if you can see the spring, but as the spring gets tighter, it pulls this piece over. And that's what causes the auger to run. So I'm going to put this cover back on, and we're going to test her out. All right, we're back in business. I didn't record the proof, but the proof is in the pudding right there. We're back, baby. See you next time on Fixing Random Crap with Craig.